Hello and welcome to another vlog. Today I want to talk about an issue that has been playing at the back of my mind for the past couple of weeks and even months, and that is when you're studying and you're doing a full-time job at the same time, your life is basically getting put on hold. When I started this whole thing a little over 2 years ago, I was very optimistic. I thought, yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but I can definitely make time in my schedule to study and still, enjoy the finer things in life, spending time with my girlfriend, with family, with friends, traveling. I thought, yeah, it's going to be okay. I just have to be efficient. And efficiency is important. You have to take a good close look at how you're spending your time and how you can spend it doing less of the things that you don't want to spend all your time on. I mean, for instance, I cook a lot of my meals in batches, so that I only have to cook once, and I might have 3, 4, maybe even 5 meals, which I'll put in the fridge or freezer. It's also about other things, like if I want to get some cardio done, I'll just bike the 9 miles to work, if it's at least reasonably warm, like, it's April and temperatures are rising, so I can do that again. But at the end of the day, you can optimize and be efficient all you want, but a lot of stuff still has to get done. I live alone, so I have to do my laundry, I have to do the cooking, the cleaning, and you can be efficient in that, but you can never completely stop doing it. And besides that, life has a tendency to get in the way. I mean, your car will break down, you'll have weeks where you're spending 50 hours a week at work, you'll have medical problems, you'll have family issues, all these kinds of things pop up, and they pop up frequently. If your laptop dies on you, well, you'll have to get a new one. And that will take time away from you because you'll have to get it. You can't study while you're doing it because obviously I am doing computer science. And those are just the minor issues. I mean, what if you have more serious stuff going on? What if you, break legs? What if you need major surgery? What if, God forbid, you have an unplanned pregnancy? You just don't know. Life gets in the way. And eventually you might start to feel a little guilty, especially towards the people who are now getting a lot less of your attention. Your family is going to start missing you, and your friends are going to start complaining that you don't show up as often, and there's going to be some tension in your relationships. With everybody, people are going to feel like you're neglecting them, like you don't care all that much anymore, and that can be quite hurtful at times. And honestly, even in my relationship with my girlfriend, we've had some rough patches where, we're both studying very hard and, we're not getting the type of quality time together that we need, and that can strain a relationship. And there's also this feeling of being isolated and lonely sometimes because you're missing out on a lot, so you're not quite with it as much. When you do go out with your friends or when you do visit your family, you're not up to date on everything, and you kind of feel like half a stranger. And there's a whole lot that you start to postpone too. Like, I'm supposed to be getting my wisdom teeth out, but I know that when they do come out, it's going to take at least a week to recover from that. And spending a week recovering in pain, it could really make the difference between being able to take an exam and, just not having studied enough for it. On top of that, you kind of have to put your career in the freezer, as it were, because that, or at least I know what I'm doing now, I'm not going to continue doing it in the near future, so there's no career advancement for me. My boss knows, and obviously he's not really going to give me any raises or promotions because he knows that I'll be gone within 2 years probably, so there's that. So yeah, it feels frustrating to be doing work while you're going to do something else in a couple of years anyway. And yeah, sometimes it does feel like you're wasting your time. Like, yeah, I know my job and I'm doing it reasonably well, I suppose, but there's this feeling that I'm going to have to start over. lose all that experience and it will have been for naught. Of course, I know that's not the case because I've learned a lot of valuable skills at my current job, but still, there's this feeling. And on top of that, I'm a kind of guy who really has very high expectations of his life. I kind of want to do it all, you know. I want to have good, strong, healthy relationships to my family, girlfriend and friends. I want to be able to travel. I want to have a solid career where I know I'm doing meaningful work. And besides that, I want to enjoy hobbies. I want to be able to cook well, play an instrument. And later on in life, I want to get some property, you know, a house. To build and, make comfortable, have some kids maybe. Yeah, doing this kind of puts a hold on everything. So, especially as I'm nearing 30, I often have these moments where I kind of wonder, am I doing the right thing? Am I really doing the kind of things that are making me happy, that will make mine a life well lived? But it's a luxury to have a lot of choice. So I have so many options career-wise and what I spend my time on, and there's just too much to choose from. And honestly, having too much to choose from is a luxury we should cherish.